Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for the month of July 2020, and we're going to take a dive in and see what Goddess Yemaya has for messages for everyone. I'm going to be using the same decks that I used for the last few months, April, May, June. It's been a continuum. I'm going to continue on and see what happens here. Focusing on our July. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is enjoying the summer. And, ooh, wow, there it is. And we have transparency. This is honest to God, the same card that came up last month. Honest, authentic, genuine, and present. And I loved it because present, you know, is like Santa Claus brings presents. And being present. And I had mentioned, you know, connecting with someone that was, you know, their energy felt very present and it felt like a gift to me, and I love that. But it's also coming up here again this month, and it's saying honest, authentic, genuine, and present. But, you know, when we look at that and we see that we also have that energy within ourselves, so being present for ourselves as well, being present in the moment, being in the here and now, is a big part of the energy of that message. And that is such a gift when you can do that. When you're present, everyone around you can feel that. You're not ruminating over the past. You're not, you know, projecting and worrying into the future. You're just very calm. Your energy will change and shift, and others can recognize that. And in this day and age, of course, it's kind of hard with all the things, and now with the virus, to get into that energy, right? So, but it is number 2. So 2 is also about partnerships. So again, seeing that in other people, feeling it in other people, but I love seeing it come up again. So it's a repetition, it's a reminder of that feeling of presence. Of course, honesty, being authentic, being very clear with communication, clearing up communications if it's an issue, speaking the truths is very important, okay? So focusing on... Just give me a sec. I think my pup's out here. Come on in here. You have to be quiet. I'm reading. Okay, we have a visitor. We have Emma Jane come in, and she doesn't come up here very often because she's an old girl. You cannot start under my table. You have to settle down. So we're gonna see where it goes. Sorry about that. We can't say no to Emma. Come on, girl, sit down. They're fireworking out there, and she's just frantic, but that's okay. We'll stay calm, and she'll calm down. There. Okay. So we're focusing on our July, and we're recentering and grounding, becoming very present again, even with a little interruption. There. She felt the energy, and she calmed right down. Wonderful. And it is funny how your energy can be an anchor for those around you too. Like when you really can get into that centered space and others can feel that, you can really calm the energy of those around you. Or you can, you know, if you're frantic and ungrounded and, you know, your mind's like ruminating, you can, other people can feel that too, and they can become that way as well. Okay. Okay, now. So the energy around our month, and I love the bottom. They told me to look at the bottom, and it is tranquility. Just what I was talking about. So peaceful, you know, so calm. It's like a peaceful, easy feeling. So it says, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, including much-needed self-care. So it's just kind of like soaking in the tub, giving yourself the things that you need. And one of the biggest things I feel that we need or may need in July is to be present. Don't lose your head. Don't become too excited. Don't become ungrounded. Try to stay very focused in the here and the now, because that's truly where our source of power is in the here and the now. Okay, babe. So we're going to move on, but that is like, I would say this is like our superpower. Like when I look in the undercurrent there, I would say this is our superpower for the month of July is tranquility and being present in the moment. And that seafoam green, I love the green, especially with, we have like the word present and the energy of Saint Nick. We have that emerald greens, like the red and the green here, and then we have that seafoam green. I was really guided into the seafoam green in the background. So that could be a good soothing color if you want to utilize color for the month of July, a seafoam green to like focus on, or to wear it, or to incorporate it in your surroundings will just kind of help bring the energy into a calm, peaceful state. So the energy for the month of July, the overall energy is watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. And that's kind of like the energy that we had with this. It's like to watch, to be careful of what you're thinking, because if you're fearful of the future, you're thinking in the future, or you're thinking about the past, it's like being watchful where you are. I feel like it's more about being watchful where you are in time with your thoughts versus, you definitely want to watch the negativity, but this seems to be like thinking too much in the past or thinking too much in the future. Try to keep your thoughts like right here, and it can be a little difficult. It's kind of like meditating. When you start to think about tomorrow, or that conversation, or meeting with someone that you're in an event that hasn't happened yet, and so try to like bounce it back to now. It's like, what is around me? Notice what's around you, or use the color seafoam to as a focal point. Carry a picture of it around, or a swatch of it or something, and look at it as a reminder, sort of like carrying a crystal. This is a reminder to kind of focus your energy. So trying to stay in the now, like thinking too far back, thinking too far forward. That's the feeling I'm getting from it. So I'm reading it in that way. Now this card can also bring a little bit of the Page of Swords, and Page of Swords is about communication, like quick communication, fast communication. So you want to watch for that too. It's like watching for thoughts. It's like watching for quick communication. Don't dig that. So watching for something to come in. It's usually it can be a little bit disruptive. When I find the Page of Swords to be a little bit disruptive, when it kind of like whacks out a little bit. So kind of watch for that. But the overall energy is trying to stay present, watching where your thoughts are going, being very mindful, being very present, and trying to keep your thoughts in center, in check. So the next one is something that she wants us to spend more time on, or spend more time doing, and it is heart healing. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. So for those that are energy healers, or that are healers, spend more time in this. Spend more time doing your work, your spiritual work, your energy healing, your healing practice. And for those that are not actively doing that, or not a healer, I mean, we all are. We have the ability to heal or to create disease, and a lot of that is coming from the thoughts and our state of being, our state of mind, and our state of being. So this month feels very important to stay centered, to stay grounded, to stay in the heart center, to kind of feel, with your heart, feeling the energies, but to stay very centered and grounded. And again, that this isn't actually seafoam, but the green energies is coming up here is important. So staying heart-centered and staying calm. It's the energy of staying calm and grounded and open. The word is heart opening, staying open to what comes is going to be important. So she wants us to spend more time in our heart. So if you have you want to do like a heart chakra meditation, anything like that is going to be important. So a lot of heart healing energies is coming up for the month. And your healing work. And I'm here rubbing Em because she's kind of like, oh no. So she's gotten me a little bit off my thought pattern there. So I just want to kind of see. Yeah. Our love life for the month of July, and it's to stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So it can feel like, now for love life, for me, yes, this is about romance and partnerships, but for me, it's about loving life, our love of life. And so if you have a life goal, that it's going to enrich and enhance your life. Say you want to be a healer, you want to be an energy healer, and that's going to really, bring more joy into your life, and you're going to love your life even more. Um, that goal could seem so far away of opening a practice, so you can help people and you can touch other people's lives. So it can seem very far away, but they're saying no, it's not. It's very, very close. And of course, for those that have relationship in mind, you can see a person way up there on the hill, and this little mermaid, she's kind of like hiding behind a rock. They're in each other's vantage point, but they're not close enough to connect. And he seems land and she seems water, so there could be a difference between the two, as well, that needs to be worked out. But there is that energy of it coming together. The miracle is going to happen. And of course, miracles are our soul making a way out of no way. And we often think miracles are impossible because we look to an outside source to bring them to us. But we are not just this, we are soul, and our souls are very huge, they're very powerful, and they have the power to create a miracle in our lives. So a miracle is your soul making a way out of no way. So keep that in mind, keep that in your thoughts. you know Write it down, look at it. My soul can make a way out of no way. And so if it's a goal that you have, a life goal, if it's a relationship, if it's helping someone, and it seems like it's an impossible thing, just know that it's going to come together for you. So don't give up. Just don't give up is what she's saying in the month of July. Finances, what is going to come for us financially? And it is friendship. Make a date for play. Make a date for a play day with one or more friends for finances. So that's interesting. It's like make friends with your finances. So I see that what she's saying here. Because I'm thinking that's an odd card to come up. But if you are, and again, this goes back to watching our thoughts. I think that's the key thing here throughout this whole reading is which way are you looking? Are you looking, even like relationships and loving your life or whatnot? Or are you looking at how far that is? Or are you looking at, hey, I can see them, I see that person. Not look at the distance between them. I can actually see that person. I can see my goal. I don't want to pay attention to the separation in between us. I want to look at the goal, okay? And here is the same thing with your finances. If you are upset over finances, if you're looking at money in a negative way, in a negative spin, you're going to pull more of that to you. Make friends with your money. If you have just $1, like if you can get $100 bill, that would be great. If you can't, use just $1, take money out, make friends with it, hold it, talk to it, wash your hands afterwards, of course. But you know what I mean? Like embrace the money, play with it, get out the Monopoly game. For some reason, this is very important. Get into a friendly, playful energy with money, and it's going to be more attracted to you. Literally. I mean, these things sound crazy, but they literally work because it puts your mind and it changes your energy into a more calm and centered place. So this is something that she wants us to do, to practice. So I mean, it's a fun thing. Just play, make believe. You know what I mean? What you make believe is what comes true. Making believe. What you believe is what you make. It's like you kind of reverse it. So it's like to look at that and see how that can come into these things. And we're always going back to watch your thoughts, through this whole entire reading. And she's also going back to the healing heart, and she's telling me that when you think about it's like being kind to yourself, like heart healing. It's like we look to like heal other people, and that's wonderful and great, and it's looking at love and all that energy. But are we being kind to ourselves? Are we being kind to ourselves thinking I'm never going to get to that goal? Look how far this is. And are we kind to ourselves when we say, money, I have no luck with money and money doesn't come to me? Are we kind to ourselves when we do that? No, we scare the crap out of ourselves when we do that. We don't want to do that. We want to be kind to ourselves. So, and be kind to our hearts. You know what I mean? Like that is not good for your heart chakra. It's not good. It can cause dis-ease in your body. So she's saying to be very mindful of that and be kind to yourself in all aspects of thinking. Think of it in the positive aspect. Like I said, but this is a visual. I can see that person. I can see that goal. I can see my healing practice. I can see that new car. I can see whatever it is that's going to add more fun and love into my life, whether it be a person or a situation. Doesn't always have to be a person. Number 5. What she wants to help us cleanse in the month of July. And it's ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So ready, set, go. It can be a sense of, again, timing. I'm being brought back to time, like I was up here. Like, don't go, like, where are we going? Ready, set, go. So kind of cleansing that. I almost wanted to say the word anxiety about taking action. Like, we can get into it, like, we can get into anxiety because it's taking too long to do something. We can get anxiety because it's, it's time to go, and I feel rushed. I feel unprepared. So it's that sense of how we can make ourselves uncomfortable. This whole reading seems to be about our thoughts and how we make ourselves uncomfortable in so many situations. Like I just said, like, we can be anxious because it's not happening fast enough. I can't get to it fast enough, or then we can become anxious because I have to go and I'm not ready, I'm not prepared. So we're always kind of doing this to ourselves. It never seems like a relaxed state of flow. So she wants to get into a relaxed state of flow, like where things can kind of just more easily come to us because we're not angst or worried about the timing of it. And when we get in that flow, things just naturally flow to us more easily, is what I'm getting from her, because it felt very much about timing. And it's about knowing when it's the perfect moment. And you can't do that when you're worried and when you're stressed. So the seed of new energy to plant in the new moon. And the new moon is July 20th or 21st. And it's a seed of good energy. And it's have faith. And this one came up last month as well. And it was at the end. And it was something we were going to have by the full moon in July. So if something comes to you that you were faithful about, like you were holding faith that this was going to occur, like for me, this is about me seeing my mom. So if I get to see my mom, and even if I don't, I'm going to plant more seeds of faith that it will happen. But like, say I do, so she wants me to plant the knowing that that wish came true, and plant that so more of that will grow. It's that feeling, okay? So, but the energy here is, your prayers are manifesting, remain positive, and follow your guidance. So again, faith is just that. And today's post was like a thank you from the angels about how we walk in faith. And it's not easy. It's not an easy path to follow. We don't always have proof that what we're getting from Spirit is true. And they ask of us to move forward on that sign, on that inner knowing, that feeling in our heart, right? And if our minds are so bungled up with doubt and fear and worry and looking at the distance between what we want and what is coming and what they're telling us is coming on our path and what it's going to do for us and allow us to do for other people, if we stay stuck in these mind thoughts that we can't do it, it makes it more difficult. It makes the whole process more difficult. It makes it harder for them to converse with us. It makes it harder for them to give us the signs. It makes it harder for us to take the next step because we're stuck, right? And it can kind of bungle things up. And then everybody has to work harder, us and the angels. And so it's to take that faith and know that your prayers are manifesting blindly. It's blind faith, and it's hard. It's not easy. Believe me. Trust and faith is to plant those seeds. Trust and faith when you don't have physical proof and you've got to go on Spirit. It's difficult, but it's doable. I'm not going to keep saying it's difficult because that's a negative, right? It's definitely doable, and I've seen it. I've done it, and I'm doing it. And so plant the seed of that to be able to continue forward. What is coming to completion by the full moon in August, which is like the 6th, I think. Good completion. Morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So morning is the dawn, and in this deck there is a card that says a new dawn, but that is the thing that popped up to me because I've had it come up in this placement before. So I feel that's the same kind of thing, but there is like a extra message here of our positive affirmations, our positive thoughts are positive affirmations. So there is new. See the light coming in, there's that new light. And it's coming out of that darkness of negativity. So there's a new mind frame, there's a new energy about you, there's a new way of being. And again, she's just like very open, her heart chakra's open, the fish are flowing around her, and she's in total faith, like they're facing each other. She's in total faith that that light, she's being guided by that light, and that light is coming to her. But the thing here is that the gates of manifestation, to open the gates of manifestation, I feel like the gates of manifestation are open. And so something that you've been wanting to manifest, whatever this perhaps is on the love life or the love of life for you, is coming to you, because they're definitely showing you here it's in your sights. Not only in your sights, it's coming. So that it could be that particular thing, it could be healing, it could be anything that you're looking to accomplish. But staying positive and positivity, positive thoughts are affirmation, and it's bringing new energy to you. It's creating a new you. It's creating a new essence of your vibration that brings things to you more easily. And that is opening the gates of manifestation. So there's like a, what do you want to call a road opener? There's an energy that's kind of open now that may not have been open before for you because of the way you're thinking. You're going forward or backward or into a negative spin about something. So there is some negative aspect and some negative pattern that is being released, is what I'm getting. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this reading, and I will be back in August. So angel blessings to everyone and oceans of love.